Hello, YouTubers. Been working on the frame a little bit this evening. I had a bunch of stuff to do this morning. Anyway, I was concerned about getting the headset true on the frame. I didn't want it to be crooked. And I'm still going to toy with it somewhat, but what I've done is I notched it out with the Dremel. Shoot, I can't find where it's at. There we go, that's a little better. I notched it out a little bit with the Dremel, you can see that perhaps. And then what I did is I'm going like this back and forth, and as long as that pipe doesn't actually catch on the end here, I believe I'll be in good shape. I've got this equal amount of length on each side, and I was just doing that and fine touching it with the flap wheel on a grinder. At any rate, I'm messing with that. And here's something else I've done today. I want to run my cables through the frame, so I drilled a 1/2-inch hole, and then I took this pointy pry bar that I have and stuck in there and stood on one end while I pried that over with the other and flared these holes out. And it's a little caved in here, a little raised up here. And the whole idea there, this is not the cable I'm going to use, but I'm going to use it for demonstration purposes, is that when that cable goes in, oh, that's a good shot right there. How about that? Anyway, it looks way too big, but I'm also going to run my kill switch wire through there. I'll have no worries about chafing, binding, pinching, cutting, those type of things, which, you know, if you never have to replace a cable, you've done good. Of course, I did both sides because I'll have a brake cable and a throttle cable going through here, one coming from each side of the handlebars. And this is my down tube that my headset's going to set in. And I did the same thing to the frame. You might be able to see it back here, back underneath the engine mount where the kill wire will come out and feed up through the bottom of the mounting plate to the engine, and my throttle and brake cables are going to come out the end of the tube here, and which will wrap right back around to the motor. I'm going to use a clutch brake, so that'll be right there. I bought 102 of 120-inch cables, and I'm hoping that's going to be long enough. We'll see. If not, I'll have to do something creative and do an add-on of some sort. I'm also in the process, I'm going to hope that I can get to where you can see this marking that I have on here. It's, I marked it out so I can cut it with a Dremel. I'm going to slice this section out of the down tube, and the same thing on the frame base frame. I'm sorry, I'm trying to focus this in so you can see it. Anyway, I've done the same thing here, marked out, and I've got this piece ready. I have to cut it. It is so long I can't use the chop saw. I have to cut this whole thing out with the Dremel, and I'm going to cut this little piece out, use that to patch in the end of the frame so no dirt and crap flies up in there. And then of course the head neck tube will fit on there. Like such, as you saw yesterday. I'm trying to find it. I think I have it shadowed. There you go. And then this other little piece I'm going to cut I'll prop this up against the vise to kind of try to give you an idea. Will be a secondary brace, which will come from back further on the frame and come up to here to help support the down tube, just for any shocks of going, you know, as you're going down the road and you hit a bump, it's going to put stress on that down tube, and that will help support it even more. I sure don't want it to be weak. Anyway, that's as far as I got today. Unfortunately, we had a bunch of stuff we had to take care of today, so I haven't been out here very long, and it is cold as crap out here. So I am fixing to go in the house. I've been running this little heater, and it only does well if you're standing right in front of it to warm your hands up for a moment. It doesn't heat this poor old garage at all. So I'm going to go in the house here and wash up and warm up, and hopefully it'll be nicer tomorrow. I get out here and spend the whole day and get some things done. So at any rate, that's where we're at for today. Thanks for watching.